This is John. This is John from Bronze and Modern Gods, reminding you, Team Nerd Herd, if you want to do it right. Right, collect what you like. Ooh.
What's up, comic book padres, and welcome to the Team Nerd Herd first live show ever. Give us a hand, bro. We did it, man.
Standing ovation. Standing ovation.
Standing ovation. So tonight we're talking 100% Mandalorian and Star Wars. We also are doing a dope giveaway, but we need y'all to chat to leave a comment in the chat so we can get your name. Our man over here, Funko Pops, he's our hype man, and he's gonna be taking all you guys' names. He's gonna take all you guys' names down. We're gonna do a big old online raffle to give away a dope book that we'll present at the end. But let's get this show moving, man. Let's get this live show moving and do a little puff give. I'm gonna do some roll call and pass the mic over to my man right here, Alonzo.
What up, nerds? It's Alonzo, aka Comics and Pops. I am your comic book nerd as well as your pop culture fanatic. So let's move over to Big Rob.
Famous Rob, Big Rob, do with all the juice. Rob Nerdhaven on Instagram, and I'm excited for our first live show. Let's move it on down to Hip Hops and Me.
What's going on to the galaxy known as YouTube? It is your boy, Steve, a.k.a. Hip Hop's in Me, and I'm your 1/12 scale collector, your comic book lover, and chaser of all things nostalgic. And I'm going to go ahead and dish it to my left over to JR. What we got going on there, sir?
I'm Rogue's Law, your Star Wars nerd, your Marvel nerd. I'm not allowed to cuss here? I forget.
Cuss all the fucking time.
Okay, good, because I'm a fucking asshole.
Let it be known.
Yes. So I'm just ready to get this night going. Raiders won. It's a good day. Mandalorian happened this week, so I'm gonna pass it off over to Ian, our head person.
What's up? My name is Ian. Did we pass this over to Funko Pops, our homie over here, our hype man? Let's give it to our hype man. What's up?
What's going on, guys? It's Funko Pop X on Instagram. First time joining the guys here, Team Nerd Herd. If you don't know, you guys are missing out, man. But new to comics, but not new to collecting. So let's get this show started. Pass it back to Ian, Hood Rats and Comic.
Hey, I want to thank everybody on the live chat. I want to give a couple of shout outs to our buddy to call. I want to give a shout out to Al Strands. He has a great show. You guys want to check him out? Just hit him up right there and give him a good sub. Got Azorus Tiger from Spine Ticks. Our homie Eric, my fellow Winnie the Pooh right there. We got Raider Bear. Raider Bear is one of our hardcores from the beginning. We really always appreciate the love. We got Rob. We got OC Rob in the house. What's up, OC Rob? We got Eric Aguilar, a blood brother to one of our Steve over here, and everybody else. We just appreciate. We got Eddie in the house. We got nephew Eddie over there with Haru Tichibana. So we appreciate you guys showing up to our live chat, our live show. But let's get this started, man. So what do you guys think about Mandalorian, man?
Oh, dude, I loved it. I thought it was a great start for the season, and I'm looking forward to episode 2. I just wish Disney just dumped everything all at once because I want more.
They really dangle the carrot in front of you, you know?
They did. It's horrible.
Yeah. Although I want to know what the Tuscan Raiders were saying. Yo, Chuck Brown
in the house. What's up, Chuck?
Sir?
Chuck.
Mr. Bitterroot himself, Mr. Stomping. Was it on the stump?
He hasn't seen the episode.
Yeah, he's leaving right now. He's like, I can't let you spoil it for me.
Make sure to go check out his Kickstarter, guys. What is it? Short Complex is what it is.
Short Complex. Yep. Short series of short stories. Guys, check out my boy's Kickstarter. Definitely go check it. He has a couple bundle packages, like if you're into Bitterroot, there's a package for you there. There's a package for you with On the Stump, that new signed copies by Chucky, Chuck Brown, keeping it coming. I can't wait for Short Complex, man. I'm excited.
Oh, so just just FYI to all my comic compadres out there, like we are gonna fucking spoil the shit out of a Mandalorian right now. So if you haven't watched Mandalorian, like put something over your ears and come back when we do some Spec, man. Because go out, use the bathroom now, go take a piss and come back and then
go take a smoke.
Would be good. Go. But
just do what you're gonna do, and then back to the
Mandalorian, man. He was a boss, and one thing I really appreciate about the Mandalorian is not like all Star Wars, Star Wars films that have been out. They're not chasing a Death Star, right? Like, you get tired of that shit, bro. Like chasing a Death Star or chasing the fucking planet. Like, this is actually a cool little thing where they're actually trying to reunite someone with their family, right? Like, and that's one thing I'm enjoying. Like, we're on a journey. We're not fucking chasing down another Death Star. I'm sick of Death Stars. I'm telling you, Filoni, Favreau, like just don't do the Death Star, man. I'm good with it.
I think it's a fact that this is an original idea. The fact that it's gone back to the whole Western nod, that type of stuff. The fact that we're not getting, and I'll say it, Kathleen Kennedy fucking agenda, trying to push certain things out there. We're getting just good classic Star Wars. I mean, because when you boil it down, Star Wars was 7 samurais. I mean, it's that type of thing. So just give me more of this. Give me more Baby Yoda. Just give me a name for Baby Yoda, other than the child,
and maybe a diaper.
Yeah, we should get a name.
He might have a diaper under there.
We'll get a
cloth
name
one
for the race and possibly for Baby Yoda himself. I think very soon.
Yeah, you just want to pick the little guy up. That's it. You're like, come here.
And another thing, like, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, and if you were was the speeder bike trooper? I don't know what those guys are called. I forgot. You just want to get what?
Scout trooper.
A what trooper?
Scout trooper.
Thank you, Scout trooper. You just want to put them in your little satchel and just.
And one of go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I mean, hearing the opening song, man, it just does something to you, man.
I brought it back.
Gets you moving.
I just want to sit down and have a cup of tea with him.
Well, you know what I really.
Because that's he's got that little cup of tea. He's always walking around like this with it.
With Baby Yoda. Okay, you're right. I thought you were gonna go for that blue. I thought you were gonna go for the blue shot.
He was low key.
No.
He's very low key. He's not very prominent in this episode, so we'll see what happens with him in the future. But there's more focus on the Mandalorian.
But yeah,
and the one thing I really enjoy about Favreau and Filoni's Mandalorian is that they actually treat it like a fucking space western, like it is. Right, it's a space western, man. It's not supposed to be like Star Trek, right? Like where you're just in a spaceship, like chasing each other, right? It's a western, and no offense, like, no offense, bro. It's a fucking western, man, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Keep it that way.
And right? Yes, Raider Bear, that was Boba Fett suit that Marshall was wearing.
Yeah.
My favorite thing for episode 1 was cinematography, like all the shots.
Yeah,
my favorite shot when they were traveling across the desert.
Oh yeah,
sun in the background. Oh my god,
that's western. That's western all the way.
What about the fact that the Marshal was driving like a pod racer? Like,
I know, right?
They were saying that was Anakin's
pod racer
engine.
Thing.
They were saying that was Anakin's engine he was using. I don't know.
It was the rumor that it was, but I don't know if it necessarily was.
It looks just like it too.
It did look just like it.
Yeah, that'd be cool if that's Anakin's engine. That'd be something.
And then it was cool to see like the dogs that came back because we haven't seen them since episode 2.
Yep.
The sand guys dogs.
Tusken Raiders.
Yep.
Tusken Raider. Never the stars of the show, in my opinion. The Tusken Raiders. They were cool.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
What's going on, Cavs Collectibles?
Not only the Black Series Tusken Raiders are going up through the roof right now. The prices, they're like $80-$90.
What's it? I mean, we're in the comics, right? But what are the toys doing? Like, what are the Funkos and like the Hasbro stuff doing? What's like that first edition like Mandalorian doing right now? Is it still worth like $200?
Probably or more.
from
Probably easy.
from SDCC.
Bro, you got. I know
New York
Ken's gonna get mad.
It's New
Ken's
York
gonna get
Comic-Con.
mad. Ken's gonna get mad at me for this one though. Like the Mandalorian pop. Like I sold that thing for $100, and I was like, Ken, bro, I sold it. He's like, you should have held on to it, bro. That thing's worth like $300-400 now, man. It's insane. The New York Comic-Con like Mandalorian pop, bro.
That
Like
one
it's
is
insane, man.
easy over 200. I think the D23 is. I think it's touching $1,000.
Dude,
Yeah,
Wow.
if
Who
you're
has that?
collecting,
Who has that?
if you're
Not me.
collecting
I had it.
Funko, then
You
Star
did
Wars,
have it, Ian.
I had
Star
it,
Wars is
man.
going to be that large scale of collection in your, in your bins,
Oh, yeah.
basically. Because
yeah.
when I was collecting, that was major for me. Like it was just all Star Wars and everything else. But it gets pricey.
It does, but you know what? You gotta love it. And like with Star Wars, it's like everybody knows about it, so it's all encompassing, and they have such a huge fan base that it's nuts. They want to get any and everything.
Bam.
Yep. The bam.
That's it.
The
There we go.
bam.
Black
Carbonized.
Series.
The
Target
Carbonite,
exclusive.
yeah.
But let's get into it, man. Let's get into our favorite scenes for the Mandalorian. So like Hyper said, I think he said like if you haven't seen it, like it's all right to turn off mute and go somewhere and go get something to eat and come back when we talk about the Mando spec and our giveaway. But let's check this out. All right. Okay. So what do we got here? So talking about Mandalorian.
Look at him. Just in all his splendor.
Look at his beautiful graphics done by Alonzo, our multi-talented gentleman.
Bam. Review.
Graphic
Bam.
designer.
Just
Yeah,
right.
thanks.
Oh Lord,
So
look at this! Look at this
let's talk
tragedy,
It
yo.
is. That was like a what the?
I was like, that guy's ready for a Gucci model runway show. And that belt just dangling on the side. He looked like one of those hipster. I was like, that's not the way.
That's a hipster boat.
Yeah.
It's the hipster Mandalorian. I mean, come on.
Hipster
Oh,
boat.
man.
I
He's
do
way
find
too
it
small.
funny. He obviously didn't know anything about Star Trek because you should not wear a red shirt in your first episode.
Bro, and the fucking scarf, whatever it is, like come
Yeah,
on,
I'm
bro.
telling
Like,
you.
what are we
He's
doing,
the
like, bro?
It's
As
an
soon as he
got-
ascot. Come on.
Yeah,
as
It's
soon
a
as he got-
mascot.
As soon as he
He's
took
hot.
his helmet off, his hair was all set prime and stuff. He had that scruff. You're like, Jesus, God.
Bro,
Oh,
he-
you know that hair would be all matted down wearing that helmet.
Oh
It'd
yeah,
be all greasy and stuff.
That was perfect.
sure.
Home and everything with the moose.
Yeah, but there's a lot of little things that was great in this. I mean, you have this, and then do we have the photo of the next? Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
I mean, look at that coif. I mean, come on, that just looks
Jeez.
great.
the fucking debutante Boba Fett, bro. Like I'm not into debutantes as in the Mandalorian, man. Come on.
It's the hat head. The hat
yeah.
hair. That's what that is.
I do like
And that-
Timothy
and that's
Oliphant, though. I'm a fan of Timothy
Yeah.
Oliphant. I watched him
Oh,
in
yeah.
Justified. He was dope,
No,
bro.
he's
He's
good.
He's good,
And-
but
You got to watch Girl Next Door too, man.
And that was not blue milk.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
No, it was
That's-
alcohol, but it looks
On
like
that day, it was
Listerine.
not.
oh man, yeah, right. Sparks comment says the armor just didn't look. It didn't look good on him, man. Like his
Yeah.
It's too small.
Mandalorians are like fucking bowling balls, bro. Like you look at Jango Fett and you look
Yeah.
like Boba from the past, and even the Mandalorian now. They're and that big ass Mandalorian from season 1, right? That
Oh,
Favreau
yeah.
Play, like
That
what big old.
heavy duty.
They're
Those Favreau,
fucking
that big
bowling
one?
balls.
And some background on the armor at least and why it's probably all fucked up looking like that. Alonzo and I were talking about this. There's novels out there. By the way, I'm hearing echo. There's novels out there called the Aftermath trilogy that talks about this character and talks about Boba Fett kind of coming out of the pit and losing his armor or getting rid of it just because it's fucking toast from all the acid from the Sarlacc pit.
Bro, Kev's from our generation, bro. He saw Tremors. He saw
he had the
Tremors too.
Yeah.
Tremors was dope, bro.
I mean, he
Kevin
saw
Bacon,
that
bro?
sand and felt right at home. He was like, Tremors, right? They're like, no,
Yeah.
Mandalorian, sir.
That family time.
Yeah.
I just wonder, bro. Like Oliphant's so pretty, bro. Like he can't even be like ugly in this space western, bro. He's a pretty motherfucker, bro. Like He's just too pretty to be a Mandalorian, man. Like I can't do it, man.
He didn't look built for battle either. You know, like when he was like bowing to his sensei, and the rocket came right out. You were like, "Hey, man, at least do it like a doper way." He was just like,
"At least we finally got a firing rocket too."
Yeah, the way he bent over though, bro. Like he bent over. He didn't bend over like a man, bro. Like you got to put one leg in front of you, and then you got to bend over, bro. Like you just can't like
at least parkour it. I mean, he should have backflipped or something. I mean, but he just went, and there it went. I was like, ooh.
So going back to the comment that JR made in regards to Timothy Oliphant's character, his name is Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
And he was, as he mentioned, that he made his first appearance in the Star Wars Aftermath novels.
Yeah.
So he hasn't made a comic book appearance yet. So we're still kind of waiting on that. And then also, too, in those particular novels, as again, JR mentioned, the Boba Fett lost his armor or kind of tossed it to the side. And all of that can be found in actually, I believe, a comic book in JR. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's Tales from Jabba's Palace. And in there, they kind of talk about how Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit and how he got out.
Yeah, they also did a novel of that too. That was in the old EU.
Yep.
The legacy stuff.
How many times I passed up Jabba's Palace, bro? Like, you got him, Rob? Did you ever grab him? Jabba's Palace?
No, that's another one I skipped too.
I know, man. Damn.
Might want to pick that up. It does tell you how he escapes the Sarlacc pit.
They're gone.
They're gone. Yeah, we're late. We're late.
You're a Halloween night short. They're ghosts.
They're ghosts, bro. Let's move on to the next one right here. See what's up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh man.
What the hell is this thing, bro?
So this thing? It is a crate dragon, is what the official name is. It's been something that's been talked about for years in the Star Wars universe. Huh?
Do we have a first appearance in the comic books for this?
That's an ugly ass thing I'd ever seen.
I don't think there's ever. I don't think they have a first appearance of it.
It's got to be a skull or something somewhere.
We probably have skulls and stuff. You see skulls in grass and stuff. They're also later in this episode. They showed the Tusken Raiders are holding up a big pearl.
Yeah,
that is called the Crate Dragon Pearl. It's kind of a nod. Sithy Lord, if he was here, which I don't know where the hell he is, he would know of it because it kind of goes back to the old game. It was one of the quest items you needed for playing Knights of the Old Republic or the online MMO game.
And Bob hit us with that blue milk looked delicious. I'm like,
blue milk.
2 glasses, please.
We did miss that blue milk, though, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't blue milk, though.
And that Great Dragon, actually, if you saw the first Star Wars, there's like all these bones. That's actually this dragon right here that the Mandalorian showed, like in life. But if you look at Star Wars, the first episode, he makes an appearance there, but of course it's just bones.
Yeah.
Kev's on it.
Yo, Kev, what book was that, man? What book was that? You want to educate us real quick?
Outlander
yes,
series.
Sparks. Thank you, Sparks Comics. Yeah. Thank you.
You could tell he's a Star Wars connoisseur.
There goes Kev, man. It's from the Outlander series. Another fucking series I skipped, bro. Damn.
Dude, I left the whole series behind that in Tusken, bro.
You know, I think they might have the Jabba's Tales from Jabba's Palace novels somewhere here.
Right now, you got some of the herd writing down all these series that are coming out. It's like, time to go shopping.
And then you got this fucker.
Damn.
All right, Chuck, I hope you're not on the comments or kind of have this on the background. You might want to kind of mute everything or do earmuffs.
Run, Chuck, run.
I think I just.
But this is it. I mean, this is the huge thing that came out of episode 1 of season 2, and it's like, is this really Boba Fett?
I don't know, man. It could be. It could be. I mean, if if you want to bring in if you want to bring in Ahsoka, it might be Captain Rex, man. You know, so
No, I think it's Boba Fett because of the actual materials he's wearing and the way his weapons are set up in the back. That reminds me of the sideshow mythos Boba Fett. Just like it, just like him. Just what mine is the helmet, of course. I think that's Boba Fett.
And
hey,
and I do like how those look like was it Tusken Raider weapons in the back?
Gaffy
And I'm like,
sticks.
oh man, he must have like gotten into it. It's great.
Survival of the fittest. This is the way.
and there's a book for that big old dragon.
Oh, there's
Outlander 10. Yep, and here's his.
wow, way to go, Kev.
Kev put the cameo.
Jeez.
Outlander 9 is the first cameo. Time for the hunt.
Mhm. Getting all hungry.
Dang, man, Kev's breaking it down, bro.
Dang.
Hey, look at Kev.
He's all about it. He's like, I am a Star Wars fanatic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so what Boba Fett, man? I mean, if this is Boba Fett, that's awesome, man. I mean that it goes along with the comic books and some of the novels. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna go 50-50, man, and say and try to lean on Captain Rex a little bit too, because if we're gonna bring in Ahsoka, because Rob, didn't you say something happened with Disney Plus? Disney Plus like accidentally had something off on Instagram.
Well, the Disney I already took it down, but it was Disney Plus India. Their Instagram, they actually said that they were excited to see how Rosario Dawson's going to play Ahsoka Tano. So they confirmed it out of the Disney Plus. So that's
good. They let the cat out the bag. They're probably like back in India, like, oh, we done messed up.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
I could see that.
Yeah, could be. Hey, man, it's an exciting reveal, man. It's just an exciting reveal, and I'm ready to see the first fight between hopefully Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, man. You know, like it would be dope. You know, so I mean, because we're all still wondering from season 1 whose boot soldiers were, right? What episode was that? I think that was episode 7, right? Something like that.
Something like
7
that.
or 8.
Yeah, when it kills the agent from Agents of Shield. What's her name?
And that was on Tatooine.
That's it.
And that was on Tatooine, right? That was on Tatooine.
Yeah.
And this is Tatooine again. So, like,
that could be another Mandalorian. It could be Cad Bane. We don't know, but we'll see.
Fuck. So I sure hope it's Cad Bane, bro.
And
you're right.
We're striking rich on it.
And you're right, Kev. Collectibles. It could link to future Star Wars movies, but I think the future Star Wars movies we're going to get are going to be High Republic. I think they're going to leave this time alone and just deal with High Republic for a while.
Yeah.
At least for the next 10 years, probably.
You know what would be a good thing to do is rewatch this and listen for the sound, because I wasn't really listening for the sounds, actually watching the show. And if you can hear those those boots.
Well, they're playing music. I watched it again today. They're playing music, like a little.
No Spurs.
No, you couldn't hear the Spurs.
Dang. So we got to wait. What's going to piss me off is they're not going to. What pissed me off is they're going to probably not show this person, whoever it may be, for like 3 episodes and have us hanging to keep us in, So
possibly.
Damn. No,
Would the Spurs though make sound on sand anyway?
It made sound when in that episode when they walked up to that dead bounty hunter, So I don't know.
Agent May.
Yeah, Agent May. That's right.
Agent May, man. She was tight. She was tight. I liked it. So, but let's see, man. I mean, who's calling this Boba Fett?
Right here.
1, 2 people. 2, 3.
This is not the clone. The clone would have been dead by now.
I'm gonna be the only one, man. I'm gonna be the only one. Captain Rex, bro.
You enjoy being the only one.
Sparks Comics is already saying that it's too obvious to be Boba Fett, so we'll see.
That's what I'm saying too, right? Like, let me see here. Me and Sparks is on it, bro. Me and Sparks is on it, right? We're on it, man. It's too obvious.
The clones
die.
They die young. They don't make it this far. They have a genetic. We call it a deficiency. They can't live that long. So at this point, they should all be dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
That's the one thing that's the one thing that when Django made the clone or had them make the clone,
you got
that taken out.
Zorus, man, my Winnie the Pooh homie, bro. Come on, man.
He's calling it.
It's Boba.
He's an older guy. He's growing natural age. That's Boba. He's gonna have the actual that fucking genetic issue that the clones had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Order 66.
So on to our Mandalorian speculation. So we each picked a book for y'all. And some of us did some reaching, man, because there's a lot of speculation on different, characters that are different Mandalorians that are going to appear, or different characters in the future. But some of us were creative and some of us weren't. So I gotta tell you, and I'm just playing. But let's move it on, man. So our first spec pick is going to be Alonzo. What you got? What'd you pick, Alonzo?
All right. So as all of you Star Wars nerds know, Michael Biehn has been cast as a member of this show. But the thing is, no one knows exactly who he is. And I have some art, and again, got it from the interwebs. And this is how he's going to look possibly in The Mandalorian. Now, if you look at his armor, it's very, very similar to the Mud Trooper. So if you kind of go and kind of tab down, you can kind of see it's very, very similar to that. So it could be this particular character. And if you go back and go one more, you'll see that he makes his first appearance here in Han Solo Imperial Cadet. And this particular book has 3 covers, just so you guys know. There's 3 covers, and he's making his first appearance, or not really his first appearance, but making as an appearance here as a Imperial soldier. But the person I'm talking about is Valance, and his first appearance is right in this particular comic book right here. And this is a person that Michael Biehn will be playing in The Mandalorian. And again, it is Star Wars number 16. He is the man right now in the Bounty Hunter series in Marvel Comics. And on top of that, and again, Big Rob kind of helped me out here. I believe it's True First, or some sort of like dollar book hyping up this particular character's first appearance. And Marvel or Disney doesn't just do that for any character. So again, he's starring in Bounty Hunters right now, the series. And there's also rumors that there may be a Bounty Hunter series in the works for Disney Plus. And I think Michael Bihn's character is going to play an integral part in that. So that's my particular spec pick for The Mandalorian.
I mean, if Disney wants to make money, man, do a Mandalorian series or a Bounty Hunter series, right?
Oh yeah,
we all want to see Bounty Hunters, and they can keep it in this era, right? In this era that they have the Mandalorian. It's a smart move, man. Make some money, bro.
For sure. And it's a great character. I mean, if you see him in Bounty Hunters, he is such a badass. I love it.
Yeah, he's
well, thing also, they can do it like an anthology. I summon Sith Lordy, huh?
Guess who guys decided to show up? What's up, bro?
I was already talking shit about you, Sith Lordy. You're a little late.
Our comic cousin, our YouTube cousins over here, Sith Lordy, Sparks, and Azorius over there with the spine tick. What's up, guys?
But also, isn't that Darian Bodie? Isn't that our DJ too there?
Oh, wait, yeah. Let's.
Didn't I see DJ Abomination in the house?
Oh,
is Abomination in the house too? What's up?
I don't know. I guess Abomination. No Abomination.
Nope, no Abomination.
But it's one of our DJs, Darren Brody out of Oakland, man. If y'all want to hear some more beats from his, hit him up on Instagram at Remarkable Plains SD on Instagram. But go ahead. What else we got about this?
Well, I was going to say also, I mean, they can, with all the different bounty hunters, we got Bosk, we've got Dengar, we've got like IG-88. We could just do a roundabout. They could do an anthology type show where every season is a different bounty hunter too.
Oh, that would be dope.
Which would be awesome.
And maybe maybe a shot of each of them taking a bounty, just through their eyes,
No,
we're
endless.
I want to be in the hands of Filoni and Favreau. You know, no more Kennedy. No more Kennedy. You know, they keep it. You know, if we're in the hands of Filoni and Favreau, we keep it real and keep it a space western, man. We don't have all this fluff and this new cutie pie as a new Jedi. Like, nah, man, we don't want to see that shit. You know, like we want to see some straight Western space stuff, man. Like for reals. That's what makes Star Wars. You know, so. But this guy would be a dope fucking character. Like speaking of like a Western space, as it is a Western space drama, like he could be like, a Michael Biehn, like a Clint Eastwood type, right? I guess that's what they try to do with the other guy, right? They try to make him into a kind of a Clint Eastwood, right? The what's his name? The new guy in Mandalorian.
Oh, Cobb Vanth.
Yeah,
Timothy
they kind of. Yeah, they're trying to make him kind of in a Clint Eastwood, but he's too pretty, man. Clint Eastwood wasn't pretty; he was down and dirty, man. So.
And this guy could show up in Bad Batch too.
Yeah,
that's true.
And who's the most baddest? Who was the most baddest like Navy SEAL ever in the 80s and 90s? Right?
Oh,
Michael Biehn.
Hell yeah,
Michael Biehn, bro.
Yeah.
Like
that's right.
Yeah, that would be dope, right? Like so.
Is it Navy SEAL? That is Navy SEal.
Navy SEALs, bro, with Charlie Sheen, man.
And he was in Tombstone.
It's not like he's a real Navy SEal or shit. Like
he was the real. He was our 80s and 90s Navy SEAls, bro. He's the one that made everybody want to be Navy SEAls.
It was the aliens, bro. He was in
Man,
space.
Come on, Ringo and Tombstone. Come on.
No, man, he was a Navy SEAL, bro. Like he's the one who like tried to like tame Charlie Sheen. Remember when Charlie Sheen, they were driving across the bridge and Charlie Sheen jumped out the back of the car, bro.
Game over, man. It's game over.
But this would be dope. But thanks, JR, man. Let's move on. All right, let's move on to our next.
That was Alonzo's.
Oh, Alonzo, my bad. And going on to Rob.
One.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like my spec already died with the first episode, really. But this was Jodo Cat. He didn't technically appear, but basically they kind of used the story on this book for that first episode, where it's like a guy that took the uniform of a different Mandalorian, and they interact with. He's interacting both in the story, but of course in the show is the Mandalorian. What's his name? I saw his name for the actual Mandalorian character. What was his name, JR? Mandalorian guy? Somewhere.
Oh,
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It's some weird name, but yeah, it's him interacting with the Cobb Vanth guy. But it was very similar to Jodo Cat's kind of story on this particular book. So I guess this happened in a way, but not really, because they didn't use Jodo Cat. But maybe in the future they will. We don't know. This is a Dark Horse story. It's not really part of the Marvel continuity. So I think it's a good book to have. Yeah, it's a good book to have. I found a nice one on eBay for like $40.
Nice.
I like the cover, man. The cover is a keeper. It's
a classic cover. It's a cover I've been seeing for a while now. So, and I also have another book, Star Wars 68. I don't know if you have the cover for that or not, but
he does. He does.
Bam!
There you go, man. There you
right
go.
There.
Shot,
bam.
So this is the origin of Boba Fett, but there's also a couple Mandals up here, and I believe it's 2 Mandals. But I know the main Mandal is Ben Shia, is the actual character that appears in this particular book, and he helped the rebels that went away, I guess, in this story. But he's another possibility that might appear in the Mandalorian show. I heard rumors of possibility of him popping up, but we'll see. So it's a good book to have in general. It's a classic cover. Everybody thinks it's Boba Fett, but it's not him. It is Ben Shia. And I definitely highly recommend picking up this book just for the possibility and of that book being something in the future. And of course, at this point, it's obvious to have a 42 as well.
Yep.
It's
Roger, no, that's Boba Fett's first appearance. So you guys need to have that book.
Also,
if you have 42, if you have 42, you just got rich.
Yeah,
in the last
IG88, so it's a good book.
Yeah, man. So I told you guys a story, man. I could have bought that like right before COVID for like $60, and I asked the guy like, "Can you do 50?" And he's like, "Nah," and I just walked away. I was like, "So stupid now, man. Jesus Christ."
Also, Emperor's first appearance.
Help me.
Was it minty fresh, Ian?
It was minty fresh, man. It was minty fresh.
I could just see E driving away.
Yeah, but that's the name of the game. You got to do that. You got to be able to go, hey, this is my price. They go, nope, okay, walk away.
It was a $45 book back then, like before COVID.
No,
it was like and I was like 60. I'll give you 50 because it's mint, but I'm not gonna pay 50 and over, But now I'm just kind of like, I want to kick myself.
You want to go deep, Spec, and also the magazine. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Tell them where you found that, bro.
One of your honey holes. It's a little beat up, but I think I paid like $3, $5. So.
Oh, that's not
Jesus,
bad.
man. That was good,
And
man.
a 9.8 for the 42 just sold for $1,500.
Damn.
Damn.
My cheap ass didn't want to spend $60, bro. Shit.
And that's why your cheap ass doesn't have one.
It's all about priorities, right? It's like, do I want to have that $60 cup of coffee at Starbucks or get the first appearance of Boba Fett?
I think
know.
with a pricing-
$60
I
cup
mean,
coffee?
there better be a
Hey,
good
but,
can of $60 coffee to get me to buy
I
that.
better get a
shit.
hand job with that coffee if I'm paying $60.
Whoa, okay.
I mean,
I mean-
Whoa.
All right.
you just took it out
come
of the
on,
left field.
I've said way worse around you.
He said
And
way
it's-
worse on the show.
And the
bro.
internet's not
Yeah.
disconnecting their Sith Lord, not this one.
Yeah, we can't edit that out either. So
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Pandora doesn't go back in her box. Okay.
But I mean, this is just a cover keeper for me, man. I bought it for the cover. I won't lie, it's such a dope cover, man. It's bad, you know. So, but thanks, Rob, and I think we're moving on to me, and I'm gonna take y'all on a little trip to Planet Megiddo. If you didn't read this issue, I'm gonna break it down real quick. So we have a young Kel Dune. Who was Kel Dune? Anybody know who Kel Dune was? That was Kanan as a baby, man. Kanan as a baby Kanan. Baby Kanan, right? This is baby Kanan and his master Depa Biaba. It could be Belaba, but I think it's Biaba. So it's Master Depa Biaba. So they were on Megiddo, and they were kicking ass, right? Kicking ass and taking names, right? Megiddo is like, hey man, Megiddo is like, why'd you touch my ass? And this is what happens when you touch Depa's ass, right? Like she kicks ass. And then we after kicking ass, her and Kanan, they were walking across this bridge, and this bridge was actually a booby trap, right? And it was an ambush, right? So they were stuck on this bridge over here on Megiddo. Them and a couple clone troopers, and look who's coming, man! You got 100,000 droids, you know, coming to eat a piece of Jedi. And then you have Kanan here kicking ass, and him and Depa were about to eat it until you had these Mandalorian starships coming to save their ass, right? Just kicking ass. And who was the lead of this, right? Who was the lead of this? This was Fenero. Does anybody remember Fenero from Rebels? Fenero was actually Sabine's Mandalorian mentor, right? And you can find this over in Kanan number 10. Why do I think about this? Let me give you a little history of Fenero just to back up my spec, right? He was a Skull leader during the Clone Wars. He was a leader of the Protectors of the Concord Dawn a few years before the Battle of Yavin. So this guy was around, man. This guy was around, you know, from the start. He fought along the Jedis in the Clone Wars. He later became the Protector of the Concord Dawn system under the Empire. And he didn't do this. He didn't do this, you know, voluntarily. He did this to protect his people. And he later joined the Rebels. And this can be seen in Star Wars Rebels, the animated series, when Viceroy Gar Saxon killed his protectors, right? And why do I think this guy's going to show up, right? This guy is like the walking library of Mandalore, right? And not only that, but Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau love mentors, right? So you had Ahsoka with Rex. And we're not just talking about like, you know, Jedis and their Padawan, right? Or Sis, right? We're talking about like actual mentors. Like, so Ahsoka had Rex. Ezra, you know, he had Kanan, but he also had Hera. And Kanan actually, you know, after Depa died, his mentor was actually Hera, right? So why can't we get a mentor for Sabine? And Sabine's supposed to show up, right? So Fenero was actually it was actually Sabine's mentor as a Mandalorian. He's the one who pushed her to take the black saber, right? Him and Kanan are the ones who helped train her to use the black saber. So this is my long pick, you know, as my Mando pick. It's a reach, and I'm trying to be creative, but this is a book to pick up, man. Like, it's an easy book to find in a dollar bin. Everybody's looking for number 6. Everybody's looking for number 1. Everybody's looking for number 12, and some people are looking for number 4, right? But this is a good pick to find because it's super cheap. And if he shows up, like people are going to be slipping and sleeping, man. So I say my pick is Kanan number 10. All right. So what do you guys think about Fenero?
First off, I felt like I was watching one of those Marvel VR comics with everything popping up. So brilliant job on that one there. That was entertaining. I like it. I mean, I wouldn't think that he'd be there by now, but it's a very good possibility. I mean,
the one thing that he didn't show up in the few last episodes of Clone Wars with Ahsoka. And that was kind of, I was disappointed because I'm a big fan of this guy. And if you don't know about this guy's 3.25 figure, it was worth some money back in the day because I think there was like some type of printing error and only a few got out to Canada. So this character actually kind of blew up not only because he's a Mandalorian, but there was a kind of a short, whatever you want to call it in the toy world, a short print run of him. But he is a dope character in Rebels. He actually pieces everything together with, the connection between Sabine and Mandalore. So, but that is my pick, man. So Kanan number 10s. If you want to go deep, if you want to go deep and catch that long ball from David Carr, go for number 10.
It's a race to TC rocket that looks like Sith Lordy and Azor Tiger are going to race you to TC rockets tomorrow.
I know, man. You're going to start digging, man. Like and the thing about it is I really look for this guy's first appearance because I'm a fan of him. I really liked him in Star Wars Rebel, and I couldn't find it until I read the whole series of Kanan. I was like, there he is. And it's actually a first appearance because you could actually say it's a cameo, but he actually says his name and he has his helmet on, right? Like, and he actually says a full couple of sentences. So
no, it's a good pick. I think long term for sure, a possibility is right. I just wonder how old he's going to be at this point Mandalorian. That's my only question.
So it's 8 + 8, right? So this is so Star Wars the 4, 5, 6 happened within 8 years, right? Am I right? And Mandalorian is about 8 years later, so that's 16 years after. He was about 40 or 35, 40, so he might be 56, 60, which could work, So
he just got to make it through the purge.
Yeah,
that's the only big thing.
This dude kicks ass, man. He kicks ass.
I agree, but I'm just saying the purge fucking kicked a lot of people's asses.
Yeah.
It's called the purge for a fucking reason.
You ain't coming back.
Yeah, man. Probably, I'm totally with you, man. And probably the Empire was pissed at his ass for like turning on him, right before Yavin. So, who knows, man. But moving on with our pick, and we're moving over to JR. What you got, JR?
So this is the first appearance of Thrawn. Woo! And yes, I've got a big stretch here, but I want to first start off with next year is the 30th anniversary for Heir to the Empire novel. They are coming out with they're working on the second trilogy now. So now there's 6 books in the current Disney universe that are all canon. We've heard rumors that he's going to have a show. And I just think with the fact of at the end of Rebels, he disappears off with Ezra. At some point, he's going to show up. We got to find out when. And if we're going to get Ahsoka and other people showing up, it makes sense that we're going to have him show up.
I agree.
I think Ahsoka is going to end up going over to his show because we're going to need a hero to be his antagonist during the show. Because otherwise, it's going to be a pretty boring show just watching him screw with Rebels. But I do think it is a bit of a stretch, but this is one to go out and get. And I think we're going to see him pretty soon, with next year being the 30th anniversary. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. It's an obvious pick. I think for sure he's going to appear in live action. It's just a matter of time or when, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's going to be on Mandalorian or maybe that Promise show, or possibly a different type of show like Obi or something like that.
Yeah. I do think we'll get him like next year, not this year.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not 2020. Possibly not 2021, maybe 2022. But he's definitely.
I think it'll be 2021, just because of the anniversary.
That makes sense.
And also another thing we might get spinning out of this, another character I didn't point out, but Mara Jade's also first appearances in this.
Oh, I love her character.
He appears. That'd be crazy.
So, I mean,
Love
if no
her.
one knows about Mara Jade was Luke's love interest. She was the hand of the Emperor.
Yep.
And she ended up Luke gave it to her good enough that she went good. we know that can't happen. We know that can't happen now.
Have it.
But she could still end up being a bad guy. They could explore the whole route of her being a Sith Lord.
That'd be dope. Purple lightsaber, bro.
Okay, so about Mara Jade, if you go to Disney, Disneyland, and go to oh my God, the Star Wars Land. What is that? Edge of
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. Thanks, Kenneth. If you go to Galaxy's Edge, there is some writing on the walls regarding Mara Jade.
I heard that was fake.
Oh, are you sure?
I've heard that was fake.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go look. Because I'm a believer, man. I love Mara Jade. Great character. A great backstory. I mean, she's completely badass.
I will say this. Last year, I had the opportunity to meet Timothy Zahn, the creator of both of them, at Comic-Con.
Oh.
And I mentioned, please let Disney bring her back. And he was didn't say much, but you could tell from him that he had something. He just can't say it. So we will see. She's a loved character, but so is Thrawn.
Well, I think Thrawn's a 15-yard post, man, from Derek Carr. It's not a deep one, but I think Disney wants to make money, man. Disney wants to make money. He's a popular character with us hardcores, and I think he stretches out to like the general public of Star Wars, right? People know who he is. Yeah, he's starting to, man. He's dope, man. Besides him not being a Sith, like he's one of the most popular Star Wars characters that's not most popular characters, and that's not a Sith, that's on the dark side, right? So,
well, think about this. He's about to have 9 novels written about him. He is the only real character from the old extended universe that Disney has actually brought back and didn't really fuck with too much. He's been in the cartoons, so they're making him known because he's pretty much right up there with Vader. Like building. Was that
why not?
Eddie said if they didn't ever go with the Mara Jade route?
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, but they couldn't have Luke being in love. No one wants a happy Luke, I guess. I don't know,
man. No, Luke got to struggle, bro. Got to be the guy that struggles.
Hey, if we had a happy Luke, we may not have had a Rian Johnson.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying.
No, but I'm with you, man. I think Thrawn's gonna be out there. I think this book's still kind of affordable, right? It's like what, $150 book right now still?
Yep.
Is it? Yes, it's still pretty affordable, and yeah. And one thing I got to remember is like another good pickup would be that 1 in 25 for Thrawn number 1. It's a 1 in 25 for number 1 or number 2? I forgot. But that book, I see it a lot of places, and if Thrawn ever shows up, that might be a book to grab. So
his first new continuity one.
Yeah, the 1 in 25 for Thrawn. So
yep.
But thanks a lot, JR. Moving on to Steve. What you got, Steve?
Well, if you are a comic book collector and you are a Star Wars lover, then you probably have this in your collection. Kanan number 6. This would be the first appearance of Sabine Wren. So sometime early May, there was speculation that Sabine would play a major role alongside Ahsoka Tano. And either playing in Mandalorian Season 2 or in the Ahsoka Kana solo series. And with, just to piggyback off of what JR was saying about Thoron, I mean, if we do have that Ahsoka Tano series, will Sabine be there? That's just one of those speculations. It's also first appearance of Ezra Bridger, and sometime in June there was also casting or speculation on casting for Ezra reporting that began around that time. And then Mandalorian teased a woman who are many thinking could be Sabine Wren. Could that be? Was that Sasha Banks? Who knows? She can save my life any day. Damn, she's hot.
Damn.
And then just recently, we've got some murmurings in October that Raul Coley continues to tease that he is his involvement in The Mandalorian too. So most recently, tweeting about the film, with a new show while wearing a Lucasfilm T-shirt. So, I mean, this book has a lot going for it. It has a lot going around it. It is one to grab. It is inexpensive still. I mean, I believe it's like an $85 book. But this is one to definitely pick up if you are a comic book collector. If you are a Star Wars fanatic, then you probably already have a couple copies of that.
Yeah, man.
Just tucked away for a rainy day.
And then we always go back and forth with nice. Rob and JR. Like, is this the first appearance of
Yes.
Sabine Wren?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, right? Rob.
And Chopper.
I agree, but on the label on CGC is not going to say that. So.
Yeah, but
Ooh, what does it say?
you know what? Seriously, though, I mean, I know CGC is saying that, but again, look at the book. We've all seen it, right? We've all opened it. This is a cameo. This is Sabine. This is Ezra. This is everybody. This is the only shot that they make in the entire book. This is it. And if you
the
look
back
at
of the headshot, right?
Right. And then if you look at Kanan 6, I mean, they are all over the place in this particular book. I mean, you see them everywhere. And they're talking. They have more than one panel. I mean, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, there's a major dialogue.
Yep. So I believe that this is the book to get. This is the first appearance, and not. And then Kanan number 1 is just a cameo.
Yeah, it's her first appearance in comic form, right? Because we can, they always have the arguments about well, she's in Rebels or she's in like that Lego comic or whatever, right?
Yep.
But this is her first. Yeah. I mean, I have the Rebels magazine number 1, and yeah, it's in comic book. There is a comic strip of her in it, but it's not comic book form, right? It's magazine form, and
right.
and people always, and then I always hear the other argument like, hey, this is not her first cover appearance. Well, I can agree with that because she's in the magazines, right? Like she's on the covers of those, but this may not be her first cover, but this is her dopest cover because this cover is dope, man. This cover is the best cover of all the Rebels, right?
Yep.
Just look at the mirroring of Kanan right there when he was Kel, like how dope is that, man? Like he brings it out, man. He brings it out. So
you're a good man at collectibles. I agree with your statement.
That you're right. Oh, you just like that. You just like that. You just like that.
Yeah, let's put
it's
that.
It's all
right
ego, JR.
Dang, just shooting my shit down, JR. How dare you?
I'm an only child. What do you expect? No, I believe this is the first appearance.
Well, then play together, then, dude.
Hey, he called me out. I'm just.
Why can't we share?
No, I think. I mean, I think it was me and JR who were like, we were arguing that this was her first.
Yeah, I was one of those guys that, and again, this is one of the reasons why you should always crack a book and look at it. I was guilty. I believe that Kanan, because I have a CGC 9.8 Kanan number 1, and again, to Rob's point, it did say first Sabine, first Ezra, first everybody, but I never opened it. And so Rogue's Law or JR did kind of say, hey, open that book. So I did, and I was like, you know what? You guys are absolutely right. It is a cameo. They just one panel, if that. You don't see Sabine's face. She's turned around. So yeah, Kanan 6 is where it's at.
And Dad Jeezy brought up a good point. There are 2 cameos. It's number 1, and I think it's number 4.
Yeah,
right?
4.
Where he's number 4, where the covers looks like Kanan's walking through a fall or something like a.
Yeah, I feel like this is like a Ms. Marvel situation where you have Captain Marvel number 14, Captain Marvel number 17, you know, second print, and all this other stuff. I think it's kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but with this pick of our lovely lady Sabine right there, we are going to talk about our giveaway. All right, so our giveaway is actually going to be a Canon number 6. All right, so for you, and this thing is clean. It's
crispy
a
clean,
crispy clean, crispy clean. You know,
no spine picks.
And if you want, I will press it for you myself and make it super duper clean. Okay, and then you can submit it to CGC, and then you can pray to the Star Wars gods that Sabine will show up in Mandalorian season 2. All right, so I'm telling y'all, this is the giveaway. So what we need you guys to do is, if you are on Facebook, write your name, because sometimes we can't see you on Facebook. So you got to kind of type your name in there, and we're going to give you guys about 5 minutes to do that. And we got my man right here, our hype man Ken. He's logged everybody's name down, and we're going to run the raffle. All right. So I'm gonna give everybody 5 minutes to jump in here, and I'm looking at my watch while we talk a little bit more Star Wars. All right.
Yep. Don't forget to hit the comments, guys. I'm collecting all your usernames. And like Ian said, we'll give you guys a couple minutes, and then we'll run a randomized generator.
Yeah, let me get a couple minutes to enter myself into that raffle.
Do we have people on Facebook? Do we know?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay,
no,
just put it on the comment section, man.
And you don't have to be on. You don't have to be on Facebook. You just have to be here in the live chat, right here in the YouTube live chat. Because sometimes if you're on Facebook, it shows up in the live chat. So if you're on Facebook in the live chat there in Facebook, just make sure you write your name so that we can get you into the lottery. You know, right? So yeah, man, I'm praying to the Star Wars gods that Sabine shows up, man. If Sabine shows up and then Fenero, man, I'll just be like, put a rewind to this. Be like,
Sasha Banks.
I called it.
I don't think Sasha Banks is Sabine.
You already called it. You called her Sasha Sabine.
It could be Ralph. You know,
his name is Ralph.
Oh Lord.
But the thing about it, right, is like you know, in one of the previews or the trailers for Mandalorian, he has to meet Mandalorians, right, to figure out where to bring, you know, Baby Yoda back to, right? So we're gonna meet tons of Mandalorians, man. So there's tons of specs. So like, you know, it's good just to throw everybody out there. And I think we kind of named all the known Mandalorians that we know of in the Star Wars universe, or at least most of them. There's not many of them.
Yeah, Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan would be for sure, right? And Rob, you want to talk about Bo-Katan and her first appearance?
Well, that's Seth Loreley's pain in the ass bullshit you can find. He's in the Defenders of the, was it?
She
is in the Defenders of the, was it Stone, whatever the church, whatever that shit is. I don't even, I have the book, I don't remember the name, but it's a little Clone Wars short book. I showed it before in the past episode, so there's our show here. But she is the leader of the last Death Watch during the Clone Wars of the last season. So she's supposed to be the actual actress that actually voiced her in the cartoons. Is supposed to show up as Bo-Katan on the show, and if that happens, I'm fucking dying. So definitely hoping that happens for sure.
I'm just curious if we're gonna get her in a flashback of her
that's
with
probably
with her
likely.
with the saber and getting killed by the saber.
Possibly. That would be dope too, but hey man, there's an appearance. That's what matters.
And no, I'll take it too. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, at some point we're gonna get some flashback to the plague. And so I think she might be the Purge. I mean, yes.
The plague.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Some flashbacks to the Purge and people getting knocked off. That'd be fucking crazy, dude. I'd love to see that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Love to see Jon Favreau in the armor again.
I can't believe that was him. That was funny.
walking his pretty little self down the, down the runway.
That's why I couldn't believe in that Timothy Oliphant. When he was dressed up like that, I was just like, why you got to look all pretty like you're walking through like Central Park, bro, on a fall October, like and he kind of holds his hands up. He kind of always holds his hands up like this, and you ever notice that he holds his hand up like that, and
I think they wanted him not to be like an actual Mandalorian. He wanted obvious that he wasn't a Mandalorian.
Yeah,
sure. He had a bad outfit choice though.
I know it's that sideways belt. I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's 2,500 on eBay right now. It's 9.8.
Jeez.
The Bo-Katan, that little book you got. Do you have a 9.8 or do you got a library copy?
No, I got two copies. I got a library copy. I paid $40, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And I got a nice one.
Like really nice. $20.
And I got a real nice one, but there's a scratch on that one dude's face on the cover.
Oh. So, but it might be a 9.0.
Yeah, I think it's a 9.0. That one, $1,000.
I mean, you can sell it to Sith Lordy for $1,000 probably.
He wants to trade for some of his grails he has, but we'll see.
You should do it, dude.
I wonder if you go to Walmart and go to the kids section, and then start digging, bro, and maybe you might be able to find one. Who knows, man?
I've been looking for that book all over San Diego. I can't find it.
Oh, so you done the work already? Okay, I'm good. I'll save some gas, man.
or maybe he's just saying that, Ian, so that way you don't go.
I haven't got North County. You can try North County, man. That's your spot.
Man, you guys always have the good spots, man. Over here where I'm at, man, I'm just like trying to get some digging.
Just to let Steve Florida know, TC Rockets has been wiped.
Man, San Diego is just like the OC,
you should
man.
Have let him
LA,
go, though.
We have a lot of competition up here too, man. This is the home of San Diego Comic-Con, bro. Everybody's
there's a ton of competition out here, bro.
For sure.
It's crazy, man. It's this thing, it's always that, you got to find that lonely short box in the corner, bro, that just looks all nice and lonely back there, man, in the dark. Hasn't been looked in before. That's the one you got to look at, man,
I go to the desert, Rancho Borrego, man, or some shit like that.
I know you got to go east, man. Just go drive to Arizona and stop by every Walmart on the way.
There you go. You'll probably find it.
And by the way, Kev Collectibles, at least you have the Shire in New Zealand. We don't get the Shire here. If you look at this comment, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, I mean, but damn. Kev, bro, I bet you're just killing it out in New Zealand.
I know, right?
I mean, is there a lot of competition out there, Kev? Man, you should be killing it, bro. Because I know whenever I go into some, if I see some type of store like Timbuktu, bro, in the middle of the desert, I'm going there, man. So
I'm going to Georgia in December, so I'm going to try over there, see how it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd love to go to Georgia.
All right, man. So, hey, we ready for this? We ready for this, Ken?
All right, last call, guys. I got about 15 of you guys on the list here. Let me go down the list just to double check. I got Raider Bear, Eric Aguilar, Robert Lee, TCal2K, All Strands Comic Collection, Azores Tiger, Haru Tashibang, Hyper Combo Comics, Chuck Brown left, Sparks Comics.
Chuck Brown to get it, though.
Kev's Collectibles, Darren Body, Sith Lordy, Dragon Ball Talk, and that guy DZ.
Cool.
So that's it. I can pop everyone now.
May the force be with you all.
You're gonna share your screen so we can see the randomizer.
And before he randomizes, make sure you hit the like on us, guys. Before you run away.
Before you guys
subscribe to the group, hit the bell.
Hit the sub button for us. Help us out, man.
Share screen so they see it.
Yes, sir.
Sharing
it right
Drum roll,
now,
please.
All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Put over. So I got everyone.
Who's the lucky guy?
Everybody, check it out, man. Make sure you guys' names are in there.
Everyone's there. Here we go. All right, there it is. Look at that, guys. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Bam.
Oh, bam.
Here we go. Who's got the gimme? Who's got the gimme?
Wow, doesn't he have 12 of these already?
He's like, I don't need to go out on no weather. I'm getting one delivered.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
From New
Congratulations.
Zealand.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
man.
Levels.
You want to pull him off there?
There
Yeah,
we
you got
go.
to ship to New Zealand there. Yeah.
I know, man.
No,
Man. Kev's always
yeah.
been he's always been one of our hardcores, man. So
Congrats,
I
congrats.
just want to tell him we appreciate it, man. But hey, guys, we really appreciate you guys showing up to our first live show. I want to let everybody know we're gonna start doing our top pick show live every Sunday at 6. So, put us, make sure you sub,
Mark
make sure you
that
put us on a
calendar.
reminder. Yep. And mark that calendar, man. But
Hit the bell.
But besides that, make sure you sub us and do all that good stuff. But I want to ask Big Rob,
Famous
send us
Rob.
off, man.
Famous
Rob.
Rob.
Famous Rob.
Famous Rizab.
If you want to do it right, collect what you like.
Woo.